I am in Sengawa. I have a new teaching gig on late Sunday afternoons here, teaching a Korean fellow and his teenage daughter's lessons at their home. It kind of fell in my lap. So there's some beautiful shrines and stuff, temples along my way, and I don't think there's going to be much other Japanese footage today because it's just really hot. So because I have to take this walk, this is what you get. Sengawa is a really trendy, modern neighborhood. I really like it. It's very different from central Tokyo, but here is a vegetable farm right in the middle of it. And I love this about Japan. On the honor system, here are vegetables. 100 yen per bag. Those are eggplant and potatoes. I think I might pick up potatoes now that I'm off my diet. Farm potatoes, hey? And you just put your money in the bucket on the honor system. Only in Japan. Oh, I presume other places do that too, but it's pretty cool. Look at the little tractor. Oh, 35 degrees, if not more. It's been really great to connect with this Korean family. They're not Korean Japanese in that the parents were born in Korea and came to Japan as adults. So not like the families that we read about, that any of you who have read Pachinko. It's not Korean Japanese, but they are, in another sense, of course, they are Korean Japanese. Anyway, Korean culture is so different in so many ways from Japanese, and I taught a lot of Korean students when I was an English teacher in Vancouver, and that was many years ago now, and I've been teaching exclusively Japanese. It's kind of gargoyle-esque, isn't it? I've been teaching exclusively Japanese students for almost a decade. I just started teaching this family private one-on-one lessons, but 3 lessons every Sunday. And it's really brought me back to how much I love Korean people. And the kind of mistakes, pronunciation, challenges and stuff are so different. And the accent, the Korean accent, it just kind of makes me melt, because I loved my Korean students. I love Japanese students, Japanese people, of course, that's why I'm here, but I haven't been around Korean people for about a decade. So it's really lovely. And the extra money doesn't hurt either. All right, I'm almost to their house, and I am sweating like a pig, and they always have the air conditioner turned on full blast for me. In fact, I missed an email. The man is so thoughtful. He's actually pretty handsome too, but I won't put him on video. He sent me an email offering to pick me up at the station, because it's about a 20-minute walk from the station. But I didn't see the email, so here I am walking, and almost here. And they live right by a little forest. How cool is that? You don't have anything like this in central Tokyo. All right, more later. Probably just to wrap up. Okay, the 2-hour lesson is finished. I've just walked back up that horrible hill where that motorcycle's going down, and I'm out of breath, but it's a little bit cooler. And I am, for the first time in my life, going to buy vegetables from a Japanese farm on the honor system. I feel like I want to videotape it, just in case anybody accuses me of stealing. I've been on a low-carb diet for 4 months to slim down a little bit. I think I've lost about 5 kilos. And so I haven't had potatoes for that long. So I'm going to reward myself by having pan-fried potatoes for breakfast with my eggs and toast tomorrow. There's my money. Can't really see it, but that's 100 yen, or about $1. And put it in there. Take my potatoes. Yay! Nihonjin natta. Which means I became Japanese. Sorry? I will check it. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Hey, well, here I am at the end of day 7, and I did it. I read 7 books in 7 days. Go me. Admittedly, the last 2 were 100 pages, or I don't remember how much Sisters was, but it was like half a paragraph per page. So yeah, each was about 100 pages or less. But I don't care about that. I did it, and it was like a reading immersion that I really kind of needed and deeply enjoyed. The last 2 books, so this is going to be very brief. I'm tired, it's really hot, and Kenji is chomping at the bit to get me to start packing, even though I never start packing until the morning of my departure. But I think he's wise, because we have a lot of stuff we're bringing, thank you gifts and whatnot. Stay tuned, Peg. So yeah, we should get a start on it, and by the time I get this edited and up. So, very briefly, I didn't like Sisters by Lily Tuck. It reminded me of the novels that I always forget the names of, and I put in a gift last night of the one, and I still can't remember it, and there was another one by Wiki Wang about the chemist or the scientist who couldn't understand why her fiance wanted to marry her, and by the end of that meandering novel that was just a cut and paste of various news articles and stuff, I couldn't understand either. It was called Chemistry by Wiki Wang. And the other one that I always forget, I'll put the GIF up here, but yeah, that kind of modern, newfangled fiction just leaves me cold, and this one did too. It's like every little topic she mentioned, the next chapter was a cut and paste, maybe from Wikipedia, about the article. The son that she ends up boinking, oops, is that a spoiler? Is studying math, or studying for a math test, so the next chapter is a cut and paste from the obituary of the mathematician. Oh, this is literature. Yeah. Not garbage. Held my interest to a minimal extent, but that is not literary fiction as far as I'm concerned. Much more successful was, and I have to keep looking at the title because it's a tongue twister, The Lady Macbeth of Mtsensk by Nikolai Leskov, a 1865 novella, and I quite enjoyed it. I didn't love it, but I liked it a lot, and just one reader recommended it very highly. I can see why. It was a page turner, and it had a lot of interesting things to say about class and gender and sexuality, and I don't know if it was just the wonderful translation by those translators that I still don't have in my head, but it read really modern, and I was worried at about the halfway point that it was going to dip back into 19th century
gobbledygook. And to a certain extent it did, and I can't judge the 19th century by the 20th century, right? But it was quite clever in the way that it seemed to be going there halfway through. What was that? By ascribing supernatural interpretations to various plot twists, when in fact it was a perfectly explainable, natural reason why they were hearing all these strange noises and stuff, so like that. But ultimately, the characters, except the character of the protagonist, the woman, I don't remember anybody's name, but the woman who commits adultery and blah blah blah, but her lover was a flat character. Like, he was just not flat. He was not a flat character, but he was a black character. There wasn't enough nuance in his character to really hold my interest, but I liked it a lot and I recommend it highly. Check some other reviews, because I'm brain dead, so that's all I can really say at this at the end of my BookTubeAthon. Just some housekeeping. I fly to Canada the morning after tomorrow. I'm not going to start any new books. I'm not sure if I can hold myself to that, but I'm not going to spend so much time reading before I go. I am going to put whatever free time I have, and I'm not going to have much, into getting a bunch of videos uploaded, edited, and I've filmed them, edited and uploaded, but they are going to be extremely minimally edited. For example, no intros and outros, no thumbnails, maybe not even much in the way of show notes, but I think I can at least manage that. And very minimal editing, just to give you some content while I'm away. I hope to put up 1 or 2 videos from Canada, but I'm not going to promise anything. I had a blast with BookTubeAthon, and it's converted me to enjoying a certain type of readathon. 7 books in 7 days really worked for me, so I will be doing it again at the end of August, but more on that later. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments. The other housekeeping rule is I am not responding to comments. I don't have the time, I don't have the energy until I come back from Canada. You get a heart symbol, and there might be 1 or 2 where I have 5 seconds to respond to a question, but otherwise, sorry, can't do it. But I love you. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching.